Well then, second time this year down. There's a lot less snow now. As you can see, there's still some nice patches of snow around. But I'm going again. Yep. I think I'm gonna have a good day. The only problem is right now they have a fire ban in effect until September. I get they put a fire ban in place. I really get that they put a fire ban in place, but they did it for the wrong reasons. They said, we're putting a fire ban in place because we're worried about wildfires and forest fires. And there's still a ton of snow around, for starters. It's been one of the wettest years we've had for seconds. It rains like 4 out of 6 days here in the week at this time of year. So where's your wildfires coming from? Nothing is dry, everything is wet, even the stuff that looks dry is wet. Like, yeah, we're in the middle of a pandemic right now, and they're trying to keep people from social gathering. They want everybody to social distance. Come out and say that's why you're doing your fire ban, not because of wildfires. Alrighty. I better get moving again. I just stopped to take a break. Ended up taking off my hat and my mitts. Actually got sweating. The cold air will give me a chill real fast if I don't dry out. So I'll sit down for a few minutes now, take a load off, relax, let myself dry a bit. Then I'll keep going on. I'm over the worst of it now. I'm over the big hill. So everything from here on out is mostly just flat. Sorta. Yep. I still haven't fully decided yet where I'm going. Maybe just up ahead here for a little bit and then go back to my camp and fix that up. Maybe keep going. It's pretty easy walking. You can see. Once I get up here a bit further, how good it is. I wish I could light a fire though. That would make a real big difference. This is a really nice spot. It's a really nice spot, but it's all wet here. All the ground is muddy and wet. This is what I'm dealing with. Not the best spot in the world to drop your gear. You know. Oh, and I'm down in the mud. Be a nice spot for a little hookup. Suppose that would have fire. It's a cow pond now. It's almost fully opened. I don't know if it wants to go all the way out to my other spot just yet. Might not be able to do much here just yet. Could be all snowed in. Could be all cleared out. I just don't know. Seems like it should be okay. Sit down here. Put my gloves and hat down to sit on. Oh. Yeah. I'm just going to relax here for a little while. Where I got to start walking is, I can still see lots of patches of snow. Down through some of the valleys and that I gotta go through. Maybe in another week or so, be all cleaned up. I half wants to take the stuff with me to spend the night when I goes down to this next spot the first time. Still sweating. Ugh. I haven't had my hat or my gloves on in a long time. Yeah. I'm gonna relax here for a bit. Take a load off now. Let's get this off and cool off for a bit. Down to sit on. Leaving this on again. Might have to put my other jacket back on in a few minutes. I can already feel the cold. Not going to stay here too long anyway. I'm just going to back travel to my first little camp, I think. Okay, sat around for a bit, cooled off nicely, comfortable again now. I switched out my hat, took off my jacket, put my gloves in my backpack, got this beast strapped back onto my back. I call it a beast because it's heavy as a beast. Now I'm just going to head back to my for the day. I think I'm going to stay there for quite a while today. Actually, it's after warming up nicely, and when I get down in that little valley, it should be really nice down there. See, the sun is still coming up. I don't know what time it is. It's only 8 o'clock. It says 2 degrees, but I'm thinking it's warmer than that. Feels warmer than that. That sun is warming things up nicely. I'm glad I come up this far because Certainly it gives me a good idea of what the place is like for the next time I go to come up. Next time I go to come up, I'm thinking I'm going to go way out and check out that new spot that I got picked out. Yeah. This is nice, look. It's peaceful here. There are a few birds going around. I'm not walking quick at all. I'm just taking my time. There's no reason for me to walk quick. You miss out on nature when you walk quick. There's things you might not see. And as many times as you come to the same spot, a lot of times there's still something new to see, even coming to the same spots. It's like, look at this. It's a stick in the mud. Can you hear the birds? They're relatively... They chirp every time I go to talk. They're relatively close. Not much to this path. More of a river than a path. God, I love it up here though. It's just getting up over that first hill kills me every freaking time. But sitting down, relaxing, take a load off for a little while. I felt like I could have went on. And I could have, there's nothing stopping me from going today. Only I'd like to get some of the stuff rebuilt in my camp. I know I can't have fire. I already explained that. That really sucks. Well, here we are. Back in the camp again. My shelter still didn't hold up so great. It looks a little different here now. More snow gone. Found my tripod. Gonna use that to rebuild my canopy, I believe. So, first things first, get this beast off my back. Oh, a little bit easier to get around here now. I'm really warm. I'll be okay though with this on. First thing I'm going to do is start taking this apart, I think. And keep the bigger stuff, because I can use that. Get rid of the smaller stuff. Got to adjust my side sticks and everything on this. All this got to come down. I'm going to keep as much of this rope as I can, just because I'll reuse it, obviously. Here's what I'm left with now. Got all the back gone, all the top gone. Nothing but the seat left, which is a mess right now because I gotta have a figure somewhere for my wood, which I might do that in a little bit. I'm not worried about it at the moment. My table is shot. That's getting rebuilt anyway. I got a pile of boughs there. There is 4 big trees there I can use later for ideas that I have. It's really only 3, but one of them is growing into 2, so that gives me an extra one. And there's lots of boughs on them that I can cut off and use. That'll give me some real good building materials. So I don't need to worry about looking for stuff that I was looking for earlier. I can use that. Cut that up and use it. But I've got all of this here. And I got a bunch of sticks right there. And right now I'm going to get to work on rebuilding my canopy. Okay, here's what I've got going on so far and why. Okay. I've got all of these together and tied up. Main ribs, 1, 2, 3 main ones, 2 side ones and a back one. And then I'll put all these little ones with boughs over the top. Now, it's by no means waterproofed, but I do have a sheet of plastic that I'm going to put back over that. It's heavier plastic than I had, and my hope is all those ribs are going to hold it in place so it doesn't bow down with water inside of it. The water should just run off. Once I get my plastic on, then I'm also going to put a layer of boughs on top. That'll help to keep it from blowing around in the wind and ripping. Like I said, it's all a learning curve. My last one held up as good as I could expect, really. For what it was, this one should hold up a lot better. It's a little more secure. It's a little more stable, so I'm hoping it will last longer. I got to fill in around the back. I got some long sticks over there. They're all kind of bendy, the ones I took down. And I'm just gonna put them against the back the way I had it before, and then hopefully my plastic will run down over the back a little bit as well. So yeah, so that's all I've been working on. Like I said, I didn't do anything else around here yet. As you can see, my water collector is still on the ground. But what's real great about my water collector being on the ground is it has collected some clean water. So that's a bonus. I don't need it. I got half a jug of water there, plus I have my water canteen in my bag, which I will empty back into that jug when I'm leaving again. Just had to stop for a minute. I had a little snack. Dehydrated apple snacks. I did these myself. These ones are sweetened. Just putting the back on my shelter. And my stomach just started rumbling. So. Look, it's got some good coverage. It'll all get tied down. Tie all that down now and throw a few boughs on top of it, lean the rest up against the back, and I'll call that done. So, here's what I've done for today. I just took my grate and I put it on top of this. That should be good enough to hold my stove for today. Like I said, I am going to work on a table and that, but I can put my stove there and use it to make a cup of tea in it now in a little while, because I am going to have a cup of tea in it in a little bit. It's getting to be about that time. Definitely. I'm pretty pleased with fixing up the canopy. I'm pretty unpleased about my table. Like I said, I'm just going to have to suck it up and rebuild it. That's all there's to it. I got to fix up my wood shed too, because the plastic is starting to rip apart on that. But that's a project for another day, I think, that wood shed. I'm not too concerned about that. I can't have fire anyway. So what do? Right? Sense having a woodshed if I can't have a fire. Okay, so there's nothing super special about it. It's just a simple propane stove and burner. Single burner. Good enough for my needs. Let's go on this side. This goes this way. And that's stable enough there. The tank outweighs the stove, as you can see. Fix that. Can't really see the flame. But it is there. Temporary fireplace. It's not the same. But it will cook my food. Yep. So yeah, I won't worry about taking that down. I'm going to rebuild my little table. I'm going to get this vest off. I'm going to work on this little table. The base is still pretty sturdy. Still pretty sturdy. Might need another support put in. I'll just rebuild that because I use that a lot. It got good use. I can't say nothing bad about it. Other than it fell apart. That was my own doing. I didn't have it strapped on as good as what it should have been. The one or two that I did strap on well, they're the couple that stayed on it. This is my other knife. This is my, there was a fly next to me. Oh my god. I did not expect to see a fly today. This is my other Breakup Country from Mossy Oak. And, you see that? Yeah. This is not a skinning knife. It's pretty thick. I like the thickness. The handles are okay. I like the leather handles on a knife better. But this is definitely good. It's been serving the purpose. It's a little tip. You can get in around little places and snip little ropes when you need to. It's decently sharp. I've sharpened it up quite a bit. But it was decently sharp when I got it. It's first day using it, so time will tell. But yeah. Mossy Oak camel handle. Yep. this will work. Alrighty, there we go. This is what I've strung it together again. Not as tight as loose there, but it's still good enough to lay stuff on. For now, anyway. Like I said, this is not going to be my main campsite anymore. But I do want to upkeep on it because it's a nice little spot to come to for a day trip. I'm starting to get a little hungry now. Should be getting close to dinner time, I think. Well, it's 11 o'clock. So I think I'm just going to make a Mr. Noodle. And maybe a cup of tea. Sounds like a plan. Make a cup of tea first because I need the pot for my Mr. Noodles that I gotta make my cup of tea in. Big cup of tea. The little stove works really well, I must say. I am pleased with it, but I would much rather be able to have a fire and cook my stuff on a fire, just because I just much prefer it. As it goes, that's boiling away now. One very hot cup of tea. Friggin' mosquitoes, oh my god. I did not expect to see mosquitoes today. Mr. Noodles. Make sure he didn't annoy my pot. stay close so I can keep an eye on my Mr. Noodles. There's my little packet of sauce. Yeah, I didn't expect to see mosquitoes out today. Not by a long shot. Let's get you moved over here. That's better. You can see the pot a little bit in the background. Whoa! Some debris in my tea. Tea-brie. Falling down from my shelter. Leave that turn down a bit, let it boil a little bit slower. Give me a chance to have my tea. I'm gonna move some stuff around here now so I can lay this on this side. Easier to pick it up. Sit up here. It's not nowhere near as cold as it was the last day I was up here. It is a very nice day in the woods. Very nice day. Like last time I was just sat here in the woods, I was cold. I had to put my jacket back on. I had bundled up. I had fire going. Yeah, it got cold. Today, just my little jacket on. I took a sweater and that with me just in case. I'm not going to need it. Yeah, my battery is almost dead, so I'm going to shut it off for a while. Have my Mr. Noodles. See what it does from there. Yep. What I got done, I took the big log that was there and I cut it in half and put it down long ways underneath the wood. That gives my wood, keeps my wood raised up off of the ground and gives me back my bench. I've still got my pile of hardwood, semi-hardwood, it's birch, right there on the side. I'd like to keep that separate because it burns a bit better. In my opinion it does anyway. And I just cleaned up the ground a little bit there. Still got a lot of stuff to clean up around, little sticks and that all over the place. Scrape all them together. Well, it has been a good day thus far. It ain't over yet. I'm got my belly all full. So that's a good thing. Keep hearing seagulls. Don't know if that's a good thing or not. Yep, just go sit and relax for a little while now and enjoy this place. Hear the water running. Washed out my stuff after I was done using it. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to bring up my box saw with me next time. That way I can buck up some of them bigger trees that's there and get what I need to get to make my bed properly. Make it really properly. and then I'll be able to camp out next to the fire when next time I come up to camp. Next time I come here to camp. Probably won't come back here to camp for a while. Well, this has been a good spot for me, I must say. Interesting to see what it looks like with my drone. Having a fire right now would be nice. And some extra batteries would be nice. I've just been sitting around mostly, relaxing, taking it in. It's a beautiful day out. It's definitely a good day to come down. Peach chewy granola bar. They're very good. And a cup of tea. Now, I've been sat here debating how much longer I'm going to stay around here today. If I can't film, not going to be much longer. So, my camera's saying I got 4 minutes. Three minutes by the time I'm done this pair. So I'm gonna have my tea now and pack up my gear. I'm glad I got this canopy redone. I extended it outwards a little more in front and bring it in more on the back because I wasn't using it behind myself anyway. There was nothing down there. I wasn't using it for storing anything or anything like that, so it's better now. It should keep a lot of the rain and that from coming in out in the front. It goes out over my rock and just out over the edge of my table. Whereas my last one was to the inside edge of the table. And if I sat on the rock, I wasn't underneath it. So that'll keep all of my wood dry. And like I showed you earlier, I got my wood propped up on logs now so it's not sitting on the ground. Because when I had taken it all up off of the ground when I was up the first time, it was drenched. All it means drenched. Like, I mean, no wonder I was having trouble with the fire trying to use that wood. It was absolutely drenched. But sitting it on my bench, it dried out. So now it's off of the ground. I propped up a couple of sticks in the sides of it so it can't roll out onto the ground. And that should keep it. Look at the sun shining. Do you see the sun shining? Yeah. What a beautiful day. Alrighty. I will get back with you shortly. I'm almost on my tea. I'll pack up my stuff. and we'll take it from there. Oh, this sun is so good. Loving it. I'm going to pack up most of my stuff, but I don't think I'm going anywhere yet. It's too nice out. It's like it's home now today, and strip out this stuff and wash it all up real good for this year. I washed up some of my stuff, but not all of it. Good to go. Good day's work, time to head out. Had to come and get my little buddy. Oh, the snow is super soft now. Just look at the rabbit buttons everywhere. They're all over the place here.